a fine, breezy, blowy day here on Scimitar Ridge, and just taking advantage of some time between the showers, catch a bit of sunshine, and you can see the sun dappling the hillside behind on Mail Cuban. The Scimitar Ridge is just a favourite of mine, as you can probably tell. It's just nice to be able to get out in amongst the showers, and you can see some climbers. It's too small for me to aim the camera at, just on the Poldu crags, enjoying the gaps between the showers just like me. So we'd have to make the most of the opportunities we've got, just take them when we can. And you know what, sometimes when you're walking and you're climbing, you need to be encouraged. Sometimes you feel like when you're walking it's too much, too long, too hard, and you need a bit more stamina, but you need a bit more encouragement to keep you going. And sometimes when you're climbing or scrambling, you need that encouragement to keep you on focus. You start to look down, realise how high you are, how far up you are, how unprotected you are. It can freak you out, and you can end up crag fast, end up with problems. So you need to be encouraged to keep going, to look for the holds. And I'm fortunate many times to have friends and climbing partners, scrambling partners who've been able to lend a hand, lend some advice, and lend that encouragement. And sometimes that encouragement needs to be a bit of a kick butt. Sometimes a bit of a, come on there, get on with it, pull yourself together. At the end of the day, when we, in our Christian walk, are feeling discouraged, we do need some encouragement. We can see ourselves getting off track, we can seem to be getting nowhere, we can feel that God isn't with us or in our situation. A number of things, we can feel very discouraged. We need to be encouraged. But sometimes it's not about us, not about ourselves. Sometimes we need to remember we need to get outside of ourselves and remember that other people can be in that situation too. So we need to be able to be encouragers as well as to be encouraged. It's important for us to be like Barnabas. Now I'm sure many of you probably won't really have heard of Joseph from Cyprus, but the apostles called him Barnabas, which means the son of encouragement. And he was the one who brought Saul to the apostles when they were afraid that this guy who had been persecuting the church had been supposedly become a Christian, a follower of Christ. They didn't really know, and they were too afraid. But it was Barnabas who brought Saul to the apostles and said, he's come to Christ. And that act of encouragement to Saul, I'm sure, started off that ministry which he was to have. But Barnabas also was sent to the church at Antioch, and when he encouraged the people there and helped them to grow, he went and found Saul at Tarsus, and he brought Saul, or Paul as we know him, to Antioch, and together they stayed there for a long time. I think it was a year, and taught and encouraged the believers there. Paul was encouraged by Barnabas, and you can read more about Barnabas in the book of Acts. He's mentioned many times, you can follow him throughout the book. But I'm sure Paul was encouraged by what Barnabas did, and how Barnabas was willing to always look for him, to use him, to come to him and seek out his gifts and his abilities. We need to be like Barnabas. We need to look for the times where we can be encouragers. Not all of us have gifts of prophecy, not all of us have gifts of tongue, not all of us have gifts of preaching and so on, but we can all be encouragers. We can all give a kind word. We can all, sometimes we need kick butt for people who need it. We need to keep people in a correction. We all need to be encouraged together. We all need to be in fellowship together, where we can stay on the steady and right track where we encourage one another to stay true to the teachings of Christ, to be encouraged to walk the walk that God has for us. I can see the rain coming here just now, so that's encouraging me to head down off this crag for the moment. So for the next time, until the next time, God bless, bye bye for now.